Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube chit chat. My name is Inazak and this is my YouTube channel. So guys, there is an important information that my attention was brought to, particularly 3 videos that happened after I resurfaced back on this YouTube street. In this channel, we do analysis. Some small issues, we react about them. And the majority of it, after doing thorough analysis, compare, contrasting, therefore, we tend to throw them back onto the jury or to the member of the public so that the jury themselves can decide way forward or where they belong. In this channel, I welcome you all. It doesn't matter your genetical codes. It doesn't matter which kind of gang you belong to. But so long as you come with an insight that is so prudent. When I talk of prudent, sometimes some people might get lost. The meaning of prudent simply means the practical reasoning, not just practical reasoning. And the reasons why I've evoked that word, I want to talk about a particular video that it was imprudent. It wasn't warranted. The reasoning, its reasoning was about a person just decided to react because the content is, because it is selling by then. It's so easy to maintain algorithm with the drama, algorithm with the pace. You maximize the use of particular data to maximize your number. Hence, viewership and revenue. So, number 1 video, it's about status update of Christmas list. The last time we saw Christmas list on this video, or we talked about it, he fired this lawyer back in the Trinidad because exorbitantly fee being invoiced. But there is a reprieve, a new development on Christmas list. We'll talk about it. Number 2, I'd seen one of the podcaster, that's JT, chiding Amarwa just by the fact that Amarwa received a visitor and decided to throw a little bit of a party and make them feel the ambience of Villa Medellin as aroused JT podcast ego to come full throttle against Amaro and talking it bad that Amaro is throwing a party amidst funeral in Nyaboanze. We'll talk about it. The third issue is a simple issue. The issue of Nairobi teacher and Prince Odinga. There is an interesting kind of drama and information I want to put forth, and I will talk about it. So guys, if you're coming across this channel for the very first time, kindly take a second or two, subscribe to my YouTube channel, click on the notification bell, so that whenever I upload a video, YouTube shall notify you instantly. My loyal subscriber, may God bless you abundantly. Without your support, this channel wouldn't be at this place, and may God bless you abundantly. So let's dive in after a while. Welcome back to my YouTube chit chat. My name is Inazak and this is my YouTube channel. So guys, consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed. My silent watcher, kindly find only one reason for you to be part and parcel of this channel. We are very open. You can air your views. Let's not make it only one information. Maybe if I'm in contrary to your view and your perception, therefore you exit. I encourage practical reasoning, prudently. Let's criticize people because not for whom they are, but for their action. But let's involve what we call the fair reasoning, not one-sided, opinionated. The same way I want to do it here. Number 1, about the issue of JD podcast. So JD podcast decided to castigate Amaro because Amaro received a visitor, and this is Matiko, who went to Amaro's space. He was invited by them. He never get crushed, and Amaro decided to embrace them and welcome visitors with a certain kind of a small party and ambience. Now, I love the engagement and the constructive talk these people engage into. But majority of people never liked it. Majority of people, despicable, one of them being on trending Carol. That one will be a story for another day. But the issue that I want to speak about to right now is the JT calling the whole thing Amanes, calling the whole thing despicable. My friend, I want to ask you a question. If somebody dies within your community, or somebody dies within your family, you postpone breathing, you postpone doing particular kind of activities. Maybe traveling you can postpone. But when you receive a visitor, you postpone welcoming them just because somebody is dead. Even in the Bible, when Jesus himself approached the James, John, and somebody, the three disciples, the fishers of men, when Jesus told them, leave the dead to bury themselves, let's go on this journey. In fact, they left it. So this is the story and a scenario I want to compare. The fact that I am Marwa, my former manager died, does not tie I am Marwa never to breathe, does not tie I am Marwa never to speak his mind out, does not tie I am Marwa to do a particular kind of action. Even when somebody is dead, when the people are eulogized during the funeral function, people do eulogize people differently. People do bring forth the issues that they used to do with this person that majority of the public wouldn't have known. The problem is because Aymara is the one saying it. If it's somebody like Wademai was saying it, it wouldn't have been an issue because Aymara said it. Therefore, the lazy gang or the JT podcast had to speak about it negatively. I understand the JT, there's no problem if a person dies even in your family. That one does not tie you never to breathe. Does not tie you to welcome the visitors. Does not tie you to do 1, 2, 3, 4 that are so important to your family. The life must continue and the life must go on. I hope I need to make it so clear. So the fact that he welcomed the visitors, Chief Matiko, and throw in a party does not mean he has neglected the family. The word of sorrow, Amara spoke about it. Amara sent a representative and they will be attending the funeral. I hope most of the lazy gang wish is Amaro never to speak or Amaro never to attend that funeral so that they get a field day with the content creation going forward. That is issue number 1, discussed and rested. The issue number 2 is about Christmas list update. The news is that Christmas list represented himself yesterday. The court was there, but it was a virtual meeting itself. So what transpired is Christmas list, first of all, before the case proceeds, handed over its passport to the High Court. Then the case itself shall continue. So the Christmas list passport was confiscated again, was handed over to the High Court. Now, the issue that is perturbing me and very many is like the prosecution themselves are not ready. The prosecution for all that number of times is close to 9 months. They're still not ready. They're still not put everything together to bring case against Christmas list. One they are calling sedition. And now they are requiring more time. Something that forced court to reschedule this meeting until the prosecution gets so ready with everything itself. The justice denied. Justice delayed is justice denied. Those are the saying that we always say in our country, Kenya. The more the prosecution delay this case, the more this justice itself gets denied. But it's clearly the indication that this case is going. Very soon you'll hear the prosecution shall drop the charges against this guy. Because yesterday when Christmas list headed to High Court, it was the day that the High Court was going to decide when is the trial charges. Because they wanted to hear and peruse all the document by the prosecution to get to know if there's a substantial evidence or over threshold that warrants Christmas list to be so seditious in his action there then. But prosecution failed, and the prosecution came and plead with the court that they are not ready. They consider a substantial amount of time or amount of weeks or months or so to complete construction of their file against Christmas list. Well, Christmas list is telling us number of things. So let's hear Christmas list out.
Good evening. It's Christmas list. A very quick update. Court this morning was virtual, very quick, about 20-25 minutes. I did represent myself as I said I would. Everything went smooth thus far. My next court appearance is January 14th or 15th. So we got some time. Disclosure was not ready, meaning the evidence for the prosecution was not ready for me. They requested, I think, another 30 days to compile this evidence against me in sedition. For now, I'm repping myself. I'm standing up for myself. But I did get a few people contact me, very powerful lawyers here in Trinidad, that said that they would be more than happy to represent me free of charge. So I'm going to have some meetings in the next week or so while I still wait to get my passport back. So even though this case right now, I'm done till January, now I got to go back to court to request my passport. That's an update.
So Christmas list is speaking and is telling you that there was a reprieve. After presenting himself, there were news outside there. Others decided to distort the news, which he clarified. But the good news that Christmas list is telling you, after presenting himself, the powerful lawyer, majority of them, reached out to Christmas list, and they wanted to present Christmas list pro bono. The pro bono here, for those who don't understand, is for free. So there are good lawyers outside there that want to present Christmas list in court about this sedition case for free. That is something to smile about, and something for Christmas list to also say, okay, all is good, and to praise Hosanna in the highest. The good case that now you see lawyers also comes and want to present Christmas list in this case. Should they win this case, they shall have built their profile. Should they win this case, majority of people, they should be counted of improving the jurisprudence of particular kind of law. Should this law and a cake law, which is so ambiguous, be defeated in the corridor of justice, which means that is the beginning that this law shall be scrapped off. That is the improvement of jurisprudence of Trinidad. Should this thing happen, that's why you'll see majority of lawyers want to present the people who are so prolific in this high status kind of law. So they want to be part of history, which is so good. And also in law, any time before you are admitted to the bar, or any time for you to be considered yourself the counsel, you have to practice and you have to give people the pro bono service, which means you're giving back the community. So that is one thing that also the lawyers, they will do, and it will go to their profile that at one point, I did 1, 2, 3, 4. So when apply the status of being a status counsel, the state counsel, that one will already be in your ranking profile. That's why it's a reprieve that's welcomed. Christmas list is telling people that majority of people were telling Christmas list, why did you travel to Trinidad if the case was going to be virtual? Other people castigating Christmas list that he traveled because of views. Christmas list is telling you, it's never a lawyer, it's never the judge, and it's not the one who making the Trinidad laws. That was the court jurisdiction and the court's verdict that he must appear physically, and he must be physically in Trinidad for the case to happen, whether virtually or physically. That's the reasons why it's there. So the people who are peddling lies should cease and should stop going forward. Another thing Christmas list is telling you, that the case has been postponed up to January. He said the court wanted the case to be so far. So Christmas list said it cannot be like every month, every 2 weeks is appearing, because he's considering wants to travel. So he pleaded with the court to give the next hearing, which shall be in January. which shall be in January. And that is what he said. So it said, for him to get his passport back, he need to book and present himself to the court to plead and request his passport and a new term of bail be given to allow him travel. So Christmas List wants to travel for this period of 6 months before he really comes back to Trinidad for his trial. Big time. Another issue, it's about Prince Odinga and Nairobi Teacher and JT podcast. It's a drama now turned to be legal battle. I don't know who will win it. You know, I find it so ridiculous. So it's a issue about the privacy infringement, a issue somebody calling one a scammer, one or not. There is a rumor I overheard. Maybe I could be pronounced wrong. I heard this rumor. Somebody wrote it, and that's where I read it. So if you go to Mbosiamboka write-ups, Mbosiamboka wrote something so very funny that made me to come in. One, Nairobi Teacher is calling Prince Odinga scammer, and Nairobi Teacher played all kind of evidence that was given by this woman, a retiree from USA. Now, Nairobi Teacher is threatening Prince Odinga that he's going to do interview with the wife. And Prince Odinga has told them, you go and do the wife, because Prince Odinga does not have a wife. So what happened in this case? In this case, what happened? I had heard that the wife of Prince Odinga at home has refused to do the interview, which blocked Nairobi Teacher and all those people who want to pursue this case not to proceed with their cases. Rumors also have it, allegedly, through Mbosiamboka, saying that the woman being alleged or alleging that Prince Odinga scammed her has also passed on. So there is a deadlock over here. So the investigation on both sides is kaput. That's the drama. And it's a drama that now has left these three people fighting for their own self. These people back and forth on this YouTube channel. JT podcast threatening Prince Odinga. You want to proceed with it? I'm in my gumboots. I'm in my leather jacket. You want me to come for you? Prince Odinga also is saying, my friend, I'm seeing you. If you want to come, bring it on. Nairobi Teacher also, come on, my friend. This is a scenario that sometimes we enjoy. But it's fine. I have nothing to speak about it. And this is what really prompted me to tell me, Odinga, no one can delete your channel. No human being deletes a person's channel. It is YouTube prerogative that will delete somebody's channel. Neither JT podcast, neither yours truly Zach Senior, neither Nairobi Teacher, nor anybody can delete your channel. My statements, Nairobi Teacher, was so clear that no one can delete your channel. It is only YouTube that can delete channel upon satisfactorily being against the YouTube policy, UNIS policy, underline. Nairobi Teacher, you cannot delete anybody's channel. It is YouTube. You can just report. Then it's the YouTube prerogative. After perusing all the evidence that you presented, the YouTube therefore shall take action to delete. It is not Nairobi Teacher. I hope now it's the silt. Most of the time when I speak and I put my statement in confinement. Reuse content that you are speaking about, it's allowed by YouTube in a manner that you have to add value into that. The only thing that in the reuse content that can make you abrogate certain kind of policy is when you use that video to misrepresent a particular activity, because that video itself, how is what is used? What is the meaning? If somebody comes and report that this guy has used this video to paint a particular picture or to twist a narrative that was said. So you are not being penalized of using somebody's video, you are being penalized of misrepresenting it. I must put a fact on it. So Nairobi teacher, I hope you are getting this fact and desilting it. There is 3 channels I've reinstated. 3 of them that were on verge of deletion. But I appealed. They've been reinstated, all of it. The good thing with YouTube, you do it countless number of times. Then after successful appeal, you receive a warning of the YouTube. If you dare use or misuse the reporting and the deleting policy, therefore your channel risk terminated on the YouTube channel. Now it gets decided. That'll be teacher, where are you? Like this video, subscribe, you can share it. And if you have $50 there, my friend, you can super chat. Anguka nayo. It is good issue. Always we'll have to come onto this YouTube channel. We'll bicker ourselves, too much bickering. We'll just thumb and we'll show most of the things, you know. It is about the battles of titans and the battles of reaction here and there. So guys, let's meet you in the next episode. Until next time, this is Senior Zach.